Hello and welcome back to Cinema Rules podcast, episode 4. We're getting there. We're
We're going to lose track as soon as it gets past 10. We're going to be like, is this 23? Podcast 23?
I can't remember.
Welcome back, Sean. Welcome back, humble cinema rulers.
There you go. It's actually been less than a week for us.
It has.
Because we've got plans over the weekend, so we thought we'd film this one early. And
it was a tiny bit thin on the ground for like movie news, but then, Sean, finally the trailer for Ridley Scott's Gladiator 2
was released. Right after we reviewed, literally the day after we looked at and reviewed and spoke about the images.
The images, yeah. And we just watched it again before the camera started rolling, just so it was fresh in our minds. Give me your thoughts, because you haven't even said. You just watched it and you were like, okay.
So my initial thought when watching it for the first time was, wow, it looks bad.
All right.
But since thinking about it and rewatching it,
I actually completely disagree.
But yeah. But since thinking about it and rewatching it, I just think it's a really bad trailer.
Yeah, I see that.
It's a really bad trailer.
I totally see that, because what is the job of a trailer? What is the job of a trailer?
To entice audiences.
To get people into the film, right? This is not a trailer designed for us.
It's not a trailer.
It's not even a trailer designed for fans of the original film.
No, it's not. It's for newbies to come in.
And that's why I saw, and I've seen the complaints about the trailer already. One of the massive complaints is like there's a completely weird out there music choice.
Yeah, it's like a hip hop song.
Yeah,
when the original was known for its beautiful score.
And I can totally see why some people might have that fear, right?
Yeah.
You don't even get an introduction really to the characters, bar a little flashback at the start to the younger boy who Paul Mescal's playing now, grown up. And you don't really get a sense of story apart from the fact that he's maybe press-ganged into being a gladiator and wants revenge. But obviously the scale and the set pieces of it look amazing. The actual actors look amazing. It does have a bit of a gritty look to it, apart from the sheen of some of the Colosseum shots, which are obviously CGI.
Yeah, can we just go back to the trailer and what a trailer is supposed to do for now? I think, yes, you're right. The trailer is supposed to entice new people, I guess, but it is also, it should reflect the tone of the film and what you should expect from the film.
I completely disagree.
No, I think maybe not should.
Its only job is to get people in the cinema.
Maybe not should. Maybe not should. However, you can tell a lot from the tone of the film from the trailer.
Well, you should be able to, but I've seen people recut trailers to make them look like dramas when they're comedies and stuff like that.
There are definitely films that have been mismarketed based on what the trailer, because the trailer in itself is a piece of art. It's a story in itself.
Yeah, and I do think trailers in pop culture have a really important place to play.
It's a really important role
to play, an important position. But
and I think this is a complete mismatch of what we're going to potentially.
But remember,
get.
It's the first trailer, isn't it? Yeah, where you come out the gates with your set pieces in the first trailer,
I would have
shock and awe, right? Yeah. That's what you want to do. Then you have a story trailer. Then you can probably have.
Well, that's the thing.
And in your story trailer, you'll have that kind of maybe slow it down with a somber tone, and you get a dialogue over the beginning of it.
I disagree. I think it should be a teaser first to show the tone of the film, and then a spectacle trailer showing to get audiences.
We don't have teaser trailers as much these days. Do you know what I hate as well? When you have that little tiny trailer for the trailer in front of the actual trailer you're watching. It's I don't. Who has the attention? Is that because people have such a bad attention span?
Yeah, it's the TikTok brains. Just like I need to be captivated within the first 2 seconds in order to retain my attention.
But I think Paul Mescal looks great. I think Joseph Quinn looks like scarily weird as the
Pesco
Emperor.
Patel as well.
Yeah, I don't think we actually saw what he was doing in this film. We saw his choreography and some of his fighting, but nothing about. Not really performance.
But I think it's more. I think from watching the trailer, I think it's his film just as much as the main character's film.
He seems like the antagonist, which I thought he wouldn't be. I thought it would be just Joseph Quinn. I thought he was actually a supporting protagonist.
But there are certain scenes in the trailer where it's just Pedro Pascal, and I feel like we're going to get more in depth with his side of the story as well. So it's going to be almost you choose whose side you're on, potentially. Now, I loved the Colosseum vibes in this. However, I've got two nitpicks.
Can I guess what they are?
Yeah.
Because one might be mine as well.
Yeah.
That you try and outdo like the tigers and the fighting of the first Colosseum in the first film. So you fill it with water.
Yeah,
that is actually allegedly historically happened for real.
Okay.
Oh, obviously not blooming sharks being in there and stuff, but they created
pits of water?
They allegedly filled it with water and had like little naval battle reenactments when people actually fighting and killing each other.
Okay,
I don't know how much it has actually
if it's
been
based
like
on
inflamed by you know,
if it's based on historical fact, then fair enough. I just was not aware of that. But then you have, I mean,
is it the rhino?
Did they ride rhinos back in there? That was a bit of.
I don't think you can ride a rhino.
No, so I'm a bit. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, because they did use a lot of different animals within the Colosseum, and I think rhinos probably were one of them. But to the extent of riding one,
maybe they did because they rode elephants. So
yeah, elephants, tigers, lions, all sorts of exotic animals as well.
They rode tigers.
They did, no, I don't know if they rode them, but riding a rhino is a bit. It just seemed to me that they were trying to outdo themselves in spectacle versus the first one.
The classic,
the first one,
that's what they call sequelitis.
Yeah, but the first one, I don't think everyone. Everyone, yes, was impressed by the spectacle of that one and the massive. Seeing the Colosseum in its full glory. But, I mean, however, it's the story and the score and the acting that solidified that movie.
Everybody's
been
trashing on Ridley Scott for years, even the original Gladiator for like its poor like historical accuracy. But I just hope we get that tone. There's something about, and I think there is a shot in the trailer. Maybe it's actually been released somewhere else. Of like the hand through the wheat field, that classic scene, and he's imagining going home, and you have that voice in the score in Hans Zimmer's score.
Yeah, as long as we get,
and I just want that tone. And when the ending of Gladiator is one of in the empty Colosseum is one of the best kind of moments of awe-inducing spectacle. Yeah, and calm.
As long as we get the score. Now We Are Free.
Yeah. I don't know
which is labelled that.
Ridley Scott's doing this score. Not Ridley Scott. Hans Zimmer. Might be someone else.
I mean, that score just gives me goosebumps every time.
I just think, my one thing with it, I think people these days, they do negatively, we've spoken about it before, but people would jump on the negative bandwagon at the slightest thing. Yeah. And you can't hate a film before it's already out. But no, people, you can't. I can see it going that way.
Yeah, no, I agree. I watched the trailer and I just thought this could have been any film. It didn't have to be Gladiator 2.
Yeah, but I think that's maybe down to the editing and the music choice, and that's
it. Yeah. Potentially. The story might surprise me.
If you change the score on this trailer, I think people would be completely.
I bet you any minute there'll be someone out there that potentially cuts that trailer down into a decent looking film with the original score, with the original vibe, and hopefully it changes people's perspective on it. But again, like I said, a trailer would be put past Ridley Scott for approval.
Well, I don't know. It depends how much approval. It depends how much power he has. It's the movie studio, isn't it? Really, that decide their marketing.
Yeah, I guess so.
There's been lots of poor trailers in the past for good films. There's been lots of great trailers for bad films.
Yeah, some trailers are better than the film. Yeah,
when the Matrix Resurrection, was it called Resurrections, came out? The fourth one.
Yeah. Revelations.
No, that was the third one.
Oh, Resurrections. Yeah, I never saw that.
I actually didn't see it, but everybody loved the trailer, and then the film got very poor.
It was like a parody of itself or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
but I'm interested to see another film, another trailer. However, this one has not gotten me excited.
It's still one of my top anticipated.
Really? I'm not excited about it, if I'm honest. If anything, it's reduced my excitement, because when the images came out, I was like, oh, okay, here we go. And when the trailer came out, I just thought generic. It looks generic.
Well, maybe, but we'll see. We'll see. Let us know what you guys think. What do you think of Gladiator 2? Are you more excited for it, less excited for it? Or are you on the edge? Are you worried?
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.